Okay, this is the next morning. The clock says 8:30 a.m. The outside humidity range, we're going from left to right. We have the outside gauge, the middle one is the living room gauge, and the right one is the bedroom gauge. So the outside gauge says, it says 72 for humidity, and the temperature is around 58, 59 degrees. That's outside. The living room says approximately the same amount of moisture, humidity of 73%, with a temperature of 65 degrees inside. So a little bit warmer, but not much inside in the living room. The bedroom has a heater in it, and the humidity gauge is next to the window, which is slightly cracked open, and the humidity reads 72. So we have a fairly constant humidity this morning, whether outside or inside. It seems to be about the same. The temperature in the bedroom says 65, but we know it's actually slightly warmer. It's actually about 8 degrees warmer than that, because the gauge is next to the window, and when we put it on the other side of the bedroom, it was 10 degrees warmer. So Cuenca weather, it has not rained in a couple of days. It's been relatively dry, and yet the humidity readings are still above 70 inside and outside. It is overcast outside. There's cloud cover, but there is no rain, and again, there has not been any rain in a couple of days in Cuenca. Okay, talk to you later. Okay, here we are again, this time at 12:30. Oh, I should mention that it's been raining. It's been raining, and we have full clouds and rain. So we've got a humidity gauge that has inched up. Well, it was at 74, and then I laid it here on the, laid it down, and it went down here in the bedroom. I've got the heater on here in the bedroom. But it was at 74 outside, but it's still at 72. The living room gauge is saying 74 for humidity. Now the outside temperature says 60 degrees. The living room temperature says 65 degrees with a 74 degree humidity, and the bedroom is 72% humidity with the 70 degrees, which is probably a little higher than that actually, because again, it's the gauge is next to the window. It's more like 75. So, even with the heater, it is not any less moist. The humidity level is you know, about the same. It seems like it's a little bit higher in the living room. There's no heater there, and we have a window that's cracked an inch, but that's it. Okay, so this is the next day, and it's at 12:30, and it has been raining, and we did have a couple of ticks upward on the humidity, but not really a tremendous amount. We'll see what happens tonight if it keeps raining. Over and out. Okay, here's an important development. This is the same day, June 1st. It was raining earlier at 12:30. It is 4:22 p.m. on June 1st. And what's happened is the clouds have cleared and the sun has come out. And the sun's been out for about 40 minutes or an hour. And within that time frame, you can see here that this is, again, from left to right. This is the outside gauge on the left, outside, outdoors. The middle one is in the living room, and the right one is in the bedroom where the heater is. And an important development is that, as you can see, the humidity on the outside gauge, now it's been in around 3 or 4 minutes, and even in the 3 or 4 minutes the gauge is already popping up, but it was at 61, and it has popped up to 66 just within the few minutes it took me to lay them down to be able to make this recording. The inside gauges haven't moved much. You know, the living room is still at 74% humidity, and the bedroom is still at about 73% humidity. So the significance was that with the cloud clearing and the sun coming out, the humidity outside, outdoors, went back down to about 60. Next time I'll just take the camera outside so I can record the 60, so I won't have to be narrating that it was at 60 while it's sitting here getting higher. But it's very clear that the humidity does go down a bit when the sun comes out, but it's still at 60% humidity. And it is also very clear that the humidity lingers in the house, in the living room and in the bedroom with the heater. Now, we will open the windows on a day when the sun has been out for a while and it's actually warm. We may have to wait for a while and joke. No, actually, you might have to wait a while. But and then we'll see what happens to the gauges on the indoor humidity percents. They should go down a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Okay, and thanks for following, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.